welcome back. Today I'm going to do a bit of light reading. I hope you guys enjoy. They are some ghost stories. And it also just started raining, so hopefully you guys enjoy. Okay, here we go. Let's find a ghost story to read. Okay. This one's called The Headless Haunt. It's in Madison, North Carolina. Here we go. The evening was windy and cold. It was a bad night to be out walking, but the old man and his wife kept pushing their way through the thick mud on the road, trying to reach their son's house. Darkness had fallen swiftly, and threatening clouds hovered overhead. Mother, I reckon my feet are nigh on frozen, the old man said after a while, and I'm hungry enough to eat a horse. Well, Father, I think we should find a place to stay the night, his wife replied, hugging her shawl tightly around her. I reckon Junior won't mind if we don't arrive till morning. Heartened by this decision, the old couple kept watch for a place to spend the night. Soon they saw a house through the thick trees that lined the muddy road. As they approached, they saw that it was quite a grand house, with smoke rising from the chimney and firelight flickering in many windows. Father, I reckon the folks who live here are rich, the old woman said to her husband. We'd best go around to the back door. Whatever you think best, said the old man, who didn't care which door they used, as long as they got in out of the cold. They went around to the back porch and knocked on the door. A man's voice called, "Come in." So in they went. They found themselves in a large kitchen with a fire in the earth and skillets waiting as if someone was about to prepare supper. But there was no one in the room. They looked around, but they didn't see the man who bade them enter. The old woman saw a rabbit boiling in a covered pot, and she smelled beans baking. On the wide wooden table were meat and flour and lard. Somebody's cooking dinner, the old woman told her husband, who was warming his hands over the fire. I wonder where they be. Seems a bit strange, them running off just after they told us to come in, said the old man. But meanwhile, Mother, take off your wet shoes and stockings and get yourself warmed up. I'll run out and fill up those buckets at the spring house we passed, so we can have some coffee. Maybe our host will make himself known while I'm outside. I'll get the brown beans and that Molly cottontail and that cornbread ready for our dinner. And 3 shakes of a lamb tail, the old woman said with relish as she took off her wet shoes and stockings. The old man went out with the bucket, and the old woman sat down by the fire to toast her feet. She was just thinking about getting up and mixing up some cornbread when right through the shut door came a man with no head. A man with no head. The old woman gasped in fear and astonishment. The man was wearing breeches, a vest, shirt, coat, and shoes. He even wore a fancy collar, but rising above it was a bloody stump where his head should have been. "What in the name of the Lord do you want?" the old woman gasped. And the man started to talk to her without any mouth. The words seemed to form themselves in the old woman's head as he told her how he came to be this way. "I am in misery, madam," the man said. "I was killed by a robber who was after my money. He removed my head with a cutlass and then took me to the cellar and buried my head on one side and my body on the other. Then this villain and his companions dug all around my cellar, but unfortunately, they did not find my treasure. Alas, they went away and left me in 2 pieces, doomed to haunt this house until someone should restore my head and bury me in one grave." The old woman was moved by the ghost's story. "How is it not one has ever restored you?" she asked. "There have been others, madam, who have entered this house, but as none addressed me in the name of the Lord, I was unable to speak to them." At that moment, the door swung open, passing right through the body of the ghost. The old man hurried in with his bucket full of water, stamping his feet to get the mud off. "Mother, it's plumb cold out there," he said. Setting the bucket on the shelf, he turned back toward the door, intending to shut it, and saw the ghost. The old man gasped and backed away, his horrified gaze on the bloody stump where the ghost head should be. Do you guys want to see a picture of the headless man? He's right here. See? There's his body, and here's his head.